Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into something pretty intense today, a deep dive
Mhm,
into the
mhm.
world of bodywork, psychedelics,
Yeah.
and trauma release.
Mm.
And we're going to be focusing on
Yes.
the use of a Vajra.
Right.
So if you've been following along with this, a lot of you have been asking about this, and
Sure.
I think it's a topic that a lot of people are really curious about. So
Definitely.
for those who might not be totally familiar with what a Vajra is, can
Yeah.
you give us a little bit of background on
Yeah.
your...
So a Vajra is it's kind of like a scepter,
Yeah.
and it's often used in Buddhist traditions,
Right.
and it symbolizes like
Yeah.
transformation and breaking through
So there's
barriers.
like a
It's a powerful,
deeper meaning.
yeah.
It's not just like a physical object.
Yeah, it's not just like a random, thing you pick up. It's got a lot of weight to it
Yeah.
symbolically.
Right. And before we get to
Yeah.
the Vajra and its use in
Yeah.
this process,
Yes.
um, I want to kind of back up and talk about
Absolutely.
psychedelics themselves
Yes.
and how they play a role in this
Whole
sort of...
thing. So psychedelics, we've talked about psilocybin, DMT, things like that. They can really alter your consciousness,
Right.
and allow you to access these parts of your subconscious mind
Mhm.
that you wouldn't normally be able to.
Yeah. And I know from
Mm.
uh, my own experience, talking to a lot of people, that
Yeah.
one of the things that comes up with psychedelics is a heightened awareness of the body.
Oh, absolutely. It's like, you're suddenly tuned into all these subtle sensations that you usually filter out, like tension,
Right.
pain, heat, even like a sense of heaviness in certain areas.
Yeah, it's almost like our bodies are
Exactly.
trying to tell us something.
Yeah, like there's this whole language of sensations that we're usually not paying attention to.
Right, and the psychedelics are kind of like turning up the volume on those.
Yes, exactly. It's like they're amplifying those signals so you can't ignore them anymore.
So scientifically, like, what's going on?
Well, the research is still ongoing, but we know that psychedelics increase activity in certain neural networks, especially those related to emotion and memory,
Okay.
and they disrupt the normal patterns of brain activity.
Right.
And this can be really helpful for reprocessing traumatic events,
Yeah.
because it allows you to kind of disentangle them from the fear and pain that they were initially associated with.
So it's like they lose their grip a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like they're not as stuck anymore.
So then how does the Vajra, we've talked about psychedelics and like the heightened body awareness.
Yeah.
How does the Vajra come into play with this?
So while psychedelics kind of bring these sensations to the surface, the Vajra provides a way to work with them directly, Like
Yeah.
it's a tool for focused release.
So it's not just about like noticing the sensations, it's about actually doing something with them.
Exactly. Yeah, you're taking an active role in your healing.
So how does it
So you can use
might
it.
actually work?
Yeah, you can use it in acupressure,
Okay.
applying targeted pressure to specific points on the body.
So it's not just a random massage, it's very intentional.
Exactly. Yeah, it's very precise.
And this pressure can actually help release the trauma.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Wow.
You're using the Vajra to kind of break through, not only the physical tension, but also like the energetic blockages
Interesting.
that are associated with the trauma.
So it's like a physical and an energetic release.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's working on multiple levels.
And I think it's interesting, you were talking about the symbolism of the Vajra earlier.
Yeah.
About breaking through barriers.
Right. And in this context, it's like you're using the Vajra to break through the mental and emotional walls that you've built up around your trauma.
Right. So it's like the symbolism is actually
Yeah.
playing out
It's all coming together.
in the practice. Yeah. That's really powerful. But before somebody just grabs a Vajra and starts,
Yeah.
poking themselves, what about the preparation and the mindset going into this?
Yeah, preparation is crucial. You wouldn't climb Mount Everest without the right gear and training. Right?
Well, no.
So, you want to set a clear intention
Hmm.
for what you hope to achieve during the experience.
Okay.
Choose a calming environment, maybe play some soothing music, something around 417 hertz. It's been shown to promote healing
Okay.
and relaxation.
So really setting the stage
Yeah, setting the stage is super important.
is important.
Yeah, because it helps create a safe and supportive space for healing.
So during the experience itself,
Yeah.
how do you actually use the Vajra?
So as you become aware of those intense sensations, those places where the trauma is really held,
Hmm.
you gently apply pressure with the Vajra to those areas.
Okay.
You hold that pressure, breathing deeply, until you feel a release or a shift in the energy.
And you mentioned integration earlier.
Oh, yeah. Integration is so important.
Can you explain what that looks like in this context?
So integration is all about making sense of the experience, incorporating the insights and lessons that you learn.
Right, because it's not just about the experience itself, it's about what you do with it afterward.
Exactly. Yeah, it's about how you weave it into your life.
So what are some concrete things people can do
So
for integration?
journaling is a great tool.
Okay.
Writing about what came up for you, continuing body work like yoga or stretching, even talking to a therapist who specializes in psychedelic integration.
So it's like a multifaceted
Yeah, it's a holistic
process. Yeah, it's not just a one-time thing. It's about
Exactly.
really incorporating it.
Yeah, it's a journey, not just a destination.
Right.
Right.
But if this trauma is held in the body, why aren't we more aware of it in our everyday lives?
That's a great question. Our minds are amazing at protecting us, They often push traumatic experiences into the subconscious to help us cope. And the physical manifestations of that trauma, the tension, the pain, they become like background noise.
So it's like we just learn to live with it.
Yeah, we tune it out.
And then psychedelics, in a way, help us tune back into those signals.
Exactly. It's like they lower the volume on the everyday noise and amplify the whispers from within.
That's a really beautiful way to put it.
Thank you.
So this has been incredibly insightful. We've explored how psychedelics can unlock those hidden layers of trauma in the body, and how the Vajra, with its rich symbolism and practical application, can actually help us work with those sensations to release and heal.
It's a powerful combination.
It is, and it really makes you wonder what other tools or techniques might be out there to support this kind of healing journey, and how can we integrate these insights into our understanding of personal growth and well-being.
Those are such important questions.
Yeah, and I think it's an invitation to keep digging deeper.
Absolutely.
To stay curious.
Yeah, don't be afraid to explore.
And to approach healing with an open mind and heart.
I love that.
So as always, we encourage you to continue your own exploration of this topic. Who knows what you might discover.
Exactly.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.